Hey, good day to you. Well, I'm just having a walk through. This is where we're living. We went down from the mountain, if you haven't looked in on us for a while, and we've been very busy building here. The last thing that we've done is to have been busy on trying to get out of the mud. We came down from the mountains because we were in the mud. And here we are again. It seems like we can't get away from it. But we had what we could have done, we had done. So the main part, a pretty scratchy finish on it, as you can see, look. But at least we're in concrete, so that was the main thing. Even if we have to go over this and do another skim coat over the top, not quite sure. I think there is a special mix that you can do, and you can go over the top of existing concrete, which is possibly what we will end up doing. But all of this will be concreted, and then we'll use probably AstroTurf is what we're thinking. And if we can get away with it, we will put some garages, not garages, but car cover over the top there at the end. And then of course there's a garage to go in on the house. If I show you that, this is the mess that they made. Unfortunately, when you have concrete work done in the Philippines, they do give you a lot of work that has to be done later. This is some of the material that was left over. So that's the house. This of course is all open, and we'll go through probably many changes of mind before we decide what we want to do there. That's the actual 5-year project that you're seeing. This of course is the house, and when we had a lot of earth moved, they put a lot of it into the garage and just dumped what was thought to be the actual level that we need. And when we had that concrete done, they did some infill, which we're going to have to do again over here to bring that level up. And we'll take that from here, because this is of course much too high. Still don't have a roof on the garage of course, and we'll be bricking in with hollow block. We'll put hollow block in there, so that will be the garage, and we'll be able to have a utility room there then, which will make life much simpler. At the moment we have the laundry taken up to the mountain by Rado in his tricycle. He takes all our laundry up there and does it, brings it back. So that's how we're having it done at the moment. So it's a big change to have all of this concreted. I can put my bike in easily now. Now at the last minute we had some material left over, so they just dumped it down here just to cover, because eventually you'll see that this is taken not right up to the porch. Reason for that is that this is going to have to be dug out, and we'll cut in on that thin coating of concrete, and we'll put a French drain in there, which will go right up alongside, and then with the right kind of slope, any excess torrential rain will drain down into the French drains and across and right out the back there. So that's what will happen there. So coming up now, you can see along, we had a big dream. This was to be a coffee bar. We're using it, so we made it look like a stage which can be converted into a coffee bar. So Beth went ahead and got some tables, even though we're way ahead of the actual ability for us to do that concreting. You can see that this is a very nice view over the top there. It may be that in time, we don't own this heavily wooded part here, and they have some mango grow very big. We're a little concerned about that because in times of typhoons, that mango can come down, and boy, we saw that when we were up in the mountain. The super typhoon was Odette, and that took down our house. We've had a lot of comments, latecomers, who have said, why did you sell the house? And the reason was that not much house to sell for the part of the red house, which the old guys, old timers, will know about that. I built the red house when we first came out here, and it was destroyed. We were very happy in the red house. Actually, it was tiny, but we just remodeled it, and it was no palace, but it was perfect for us. So this, of course, this is the extended front to what is going to be the inland resort. So, hadn't really walked through this for a while. Done very little. We had a little work done in here. A little wiring was done, and we had our kitchen needed another piece of granite, and that's where it came from. So there we are there. All of this has been seen before. So this is a large suite, very spacious, enough for a very big master bedroom. This would be a family room, and big bathroom. This is actually not painted. All it is there's no paint on there so far. We just had it smooth coated. Now let me see, this room is still open. One of these rooms we had made into, or we used as a storage room, and that's the next room on. Now I wanted to look in there because I have some plans for using some of the material that we have there. There we go. So most of this is mostly electrical stuff. This is all conduit. I was actually looking to see if there was a piece of gas piping in here that I could utilize. Oh, look, another. I have to smile. This is what a Filipino tape looks like, a measuring tape. They extend it, and then it gets broken and it never goes back home again. So here we are. No, I don't see what I'm looking for there. So all pretty much as it has been for a while. Let me see. Same here. This is another very big room. And of course out there, in time the entrance to the resort would be over there, just on the other side of that that shed, which is another storage room for materials that are unused. All of this, of course, is still rough. This is where the front loader just got rid of soil that there was no place for. And down there is the septic tank for this building. So we're almost cleaned up in these. I think that this is probably the last one to be cleaned up, as you can see. All the toilets will go in when almost everything else is done, because we don't want them to be used before the resort is open. So this would be a very nice room. It will have AC. The luxury of these rooms is really in the space. This would be where the balcony for this room ends. But then you have a great view over there. Look, you can actually see, I don't think that that's Cebu. Over to the right of that palm coconut is actually Taliban. Going to be some big changes in this area because they're going to bring a bridge in, and that's going to, from one of the other islands, that's going to affect life greatly. Happily, the bridge is not coming in to Atafi or Taliban, because I say happily because personally I don't want to see that change. I like my small town living and prefer it to stay that way. But of course it will mean a greater level of prosperity for people, and that's what we have to hold on to. The fact that it will help a lot of people, a lot of more jobs and stuff like that. And infrastructure will improve. I see it already when I walk in Taliban. I see lots of big companies like Suzuki have opened a very big facility in Taliban, and I suspect they know a lot more than the rest of us know. So that's my little walkthrough for there. That's the wrong key. Okay, this will be a nice area because it has sun on it for most of the day. So if we have some seated areas, some like beach chairs and stuff like that here, it will make a nice open area. The trouble with having so much tile done is that the tendency is that people will break it, and this has come from riding motorcycles up onto here, myself included, but I don't go over broken tile area. I usually try and raise the level so that it's actually not putting pressure on that. I did get someone to, one of the workers before they left, to do this a little more support over the edge of the tile, but it really needs more than that. So that's our little situation here. It's a long-term plan, and probably more ambitious than we ourselves thought at the beginning. So thanks for looking in, and we'll be back. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It does help us very much in our mission to help the less fortunate, which is very simple to find. It's very easy to find the less fortunate in the Philippines, in the smaller rural areas. Like we live on a province. We live in the province of Bohol, which is really just a small island. I mean, look at this here. There's so much so much land, and it's underdeveloped. But as I said, that is changing. So give us a like and a comment. Love to hear your comments, any questions that you have. Happy to enter into conversation with you. And subscribe. If you subscribe and like, it makes a huge difference to how successful our work is here, because it really helps. So we are hoping that all will go well with our project, of course, but there's a lot of work to be done, and we do it when we can. Somebody, one of our friends said, it's a back pocket. He was an American. He said, it's a back pocket project, which means we do what we can when we have the finances. So we work at earning, we work at trying to make our channel even more successful, and in doing so we have the money to be able to do what we want to do, our goals. Thank you for being with us. Bye for now.